So for today's episode 3, we're going to get into a bit more complicated edits, but I'm really trying to ease your way into using Fusion more, into using keyframes more, into using spline more. I tried to keep it way more shorter, way more concise today. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, but enjoy the video. Hello, my name is Jack Murphy. I'm the founder of Proto Sales, and I'm teaching you how to edit for your business. This is day 2, and today we're going to go over how I made these two effects. One being like the stop motion effect with the money, and then the second being the sort of slide transition with the Instagram page where everything just sort of comes into place. So the first thing we're going to do is go over this
People
effect,
pay thousands of dollars for this kind of value, but I'm giving it all for free.
and then we're going to go over that one after. So basically, just to break it down, I'm going to try to keep it really quick and simple. This is a solid color node. So you'll find that in generators right here. So solid color, drag that onto timeline, click on it, and then click on generator, color, and then turn it to white, just like that. So after you've done that and you have your voiceover right here, whatever you're saying, you want to put your text in like this. First text in, write it out, pick your font face, pick your color, pick your size, and then start duplicating. Because if you start duplicating before, then it's not going to copy the same values. So you want to start duplicating whenever you say something. So go over the people, and you want to line up the text whenever you say a word so that it lines up.
People pay thousands of dollars for this kind of value.
Yeah, so you want to line up the text whenever you speak. And then what you want to do is after you have everything lined up, you want to edit each text to say whatever word you're saying. And you just go like this, click, write it out, click, write it out, click, write it out, click, write it out, and just do that real quick. And then after you do that, you can click right here and then just drag it around. Text, drag it around wherever you want. And then you can just line it up to however you really want it. And it's super easy. Now, how you get this money effect is pretty simple. Oh yeah, and then same thing for this. But this money effect, you want to look up an image of what you want first. So for what I was saying in this voiceover, it was something about thousands of dollars. So I just put in money. So I would look up money. I think I looked up vintage illustration. And then it will just show up a bunch of images like this. And I'll just download something like, yeah, like this, for example. Then what you do is download that image, go to ChatGPT Sora, and then ask it to recreate this image from a different angle. Download all of these photos, and then drag them out like this. And then go 3 frames, 1, 2, 3, cut it right here. Cut it right here, delete the rest. Next image, 1, 2, 3, cut it right there, delete the rest until you have around 4 images. So once you have those 4 images, you want to adjust the size of them to your liking. If you want them smaller, just adjust the size. Don't adjust the position, just adjust the size. So once you have that, go click, hover over them and go to Fusion. Or if you were here for last video, click on it and then press T. And then what that will do is it will take you to Fusion. After that, you want to press Shift Space, HSL. HSL. Hue, Saturation, Luminance. What you want to do is click on the white spot, Matte Finesse, in and out ratio, -100, and then blur radius, bring that up a little bit, and it will take all the white spots. And then just do that for all 4, and then copy and paste them for the entire timeline. And then after you do that, what you want to do is click on each one like this, bring them down by adjusting position Y. Click on the next one, adjust position Y. Click on the next one, adjust position Y. Click on the next one, adjust position Y until it's slowly coming up. And then once it's in the spot that you want it, you can just leave it. And then it will just go like this in the same spot forever. Now, how I did this effect is I took out a Fusion composition, press T, And then get used to this format of background, media, and then media out. So it would look like this. First of all, you add in a background, and then you add in your media out like this. And then you want the white part to be gone. So you do the same thing that you did before with your HSL keyer, and then you add in a transform node. So you want to make it small enough, and you want to put it in the same position that it was in the video. You can do that by going back to the first one here and then just seeing. So I can see that this one's a bit lower like this. So what I'll do is I'll go back into Fusion and just straight it up just a little bit like this. Just a little bit. It's in the same position now. So now what I do, you can see that it turns black when it gets there. You just need to drag the alpha all the way down so that it becomes transparent. So now what you do is keyframe the beginning, frame 0, go to the end, and then put it just barely when it barely reaches out of frame, just like that. Then go to spline, make sure this is on show only selected, and then select your transform node, and then press S to smooth it out, press T to ease in, ease out, and then put it around 50 to 60 range. That's where it looks the best. And it should look something like this. So now what you want to do is, you see what I did is I just deleted each node. I went frame by frame by using my arrow keys. Whenever it covered one of the letters, I just deleted it there. I clipped it there, 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 and then it made it look like it was
all for free.
wiping it off. Once this kind of got into this area, I just removed the solid color like this from this sort of area. I clipped it off so that it would turn black, so that the next part of our video came in seamlessly. Forget about this. Let's go into how I did this. There's nothing in the edit tab that you can see here except for Fusion composition, because everything is in Fusion. So what this media in is a screenshot of my Instagram page. You can see, look. Okay, move the rectangle. This is just a screenshot of my Instagram page. I put it through a delta keyer to remove the background because the background is black. A delta keyer removes a black out of something. Transform node. This is, don't worry about that right now actually. Rectangle. So I put in this rectangle and I just took out a specific part of this screenshot. And then I did that for each part of the screenshot until the whole thing was filled out. And you can see that I actually removed out this bottom part here. Here, let me add this back. Yeah, you can see that it's just black here because I didn't add anything. So I just did that for each part. I did it for this. I copied and pasted it like all these times and then just moved the rectangle each time until the whole thing was filled out. Now, the next step of what I did is I took one transform node. I'll delete this. I'll show you what I did. What I did is I saw, okay, what parts of this image do I want to come in from which direction? I want everything up here to come in from the top. So I clicked on this rectangle. Okay, so this is over here. 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 Okay, great. This is everything that's I just highlighted. So these are all going to get roughly the same transform node. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a transform node, go to frame 30, which I think is best in my opinion, keyframe that transform node, go to 0, and then just drag it up. Copy and paste that for all of them. Now you can see that it's not perfect. These guys are further away from the top than this one was. So you're going to have to adjust them, just bring them up until they're out of frame like this. one by one. Once they're all out of frame, select them all and then go to spline. It should be somewhere right here. Once you do, it should look like this. It should just only show one line. Select them both, press S, press T if this isn't already showing up, and just ease it in, like I said, 50 to 60, just like that. And now it should look like this. Now you might be like saying like, oh, that already looks good, I'm satisfied. Okay, that's great, but what I like to do is to add in stagger sort of thing. I like to stagger it a bit so that it makes it come in at different times. So select those exact same 5 transform nodes, click on keyframe, and it should show up something right here that looks like this. If the arrow is pointing to the side, click on it like this to open it all up. And you can see all of the keyframes that you just made. So what I'm going to do is see, okay, transform 1, 4. This is the one that's on the bottom. I know this because I can just see it in the, I can like see which transform is which transform and what it's doing. I want the transform 1 for 1_4 to come in first. So I'm keeping it there. These I want to come in later. So I'm just going to drag them a little bit forward like this. If you don't notice the difference, you just need to just make a bigger difference like this. And there, now you can see a difference. I'm fine with the way that looks, but what you want to do is you can see actually these two, they come in from the side. Just like that. So those two would also have a separate transform node, and then these 4 at the bottom also have their exact, also have a different one also. So you do the same thing that we just did for these 5, and just do it for the bottom 4 right here. Anyways, that should be the entire tutorial for today. I tried to keep it a bit shorter, a bit more concise. Don't want to waste you guys' time. And I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I mean, if it helped you, please subscribe. And yeah, go to my Instagram, DM me a message if you want that free edit. And that's about it. I hope you have a great day.